Good day, everyone. Now, let's talk about the basis and policies of special and inclusive education in Prophet 10 for video review. And for the members, we have Menes Hans Evan, Miss Pinky Ann Jessa, and Tanea Janeline D from BSIE HE4A. And for the learning objective, at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to A. Define the special and inclusive education, B. Differentiate between educational approaches and learning theories, and C. Appreciate the importance of legal frameworks in promoting equitable and equality education for all learners. Now, let's talk about the special education. Special education is the practice of educating students in a way that addresses their individual differences and special needs. It's provide personal instruction, support, and services so that students with disabilities or other special needs can learn effectively and reach their highest potential. When we say inclusive education means different and diverse students learning side by side in the same classroom. So it creates a welcoming environment where all students, including those who receive special education services, are educated in the general education classroom to the maximum extent appropriate. This promotes acceptance, understanding, and equitable opportunities for everyone. Now let's talk about the psychological basis. So we have Jean Piaget cognitive development theory that have four stages, which explain how children construct knowledge and develop their thinking process. So now we have the sensory motor stage from 0 to 2 years old. Infants learn through senses and movement. They develop object permanence or understanding things exist even when unseen. Next, we have pre-operational stage from 2 to 7 years old. Children use symbols and mental representations like language and pretend play. Thinking is still often initiative, not logical. Next, we have concrete operational stage from 7 to 11 years old. Children begin to think logically only about concrete objects and real-world events. Next, we have formal operational stage 11 and above. So adolescents and adults develop the ability to think abstractly, use logical rules, and solve complex hypothetical problems.
Bandura believes observation, imitation, and modeling are central components of the learning process, and that behaviorism alone can't account for every kind of learning. Behavioral theory, which posits behaviors are the results of conditioning, and also the cognitive theory, which gives weight to psychological features like attention and memory. This theory asserts that the cognitive development of children is advanced through social interaction with other people, particularly those who are more skilled. Vygotsky believed that social learning comes before cognitive development and children construct knowledge actively. Vygotsky is more recognized for his concept of zone proximal development or ZPD, and more knowledgeable other known as MKO.
Education for All, or the EFA, a global movement led by UNESCO aiming to meet the learning needs of all children, youth, and adults by 2015. So, ang Education for All ay isang programa ng UNESCO wherein na gusto nilang siguraduhin na lahat ng bata, kabataan at matatanda ay makapag-aral kahit ano yung status nila sa buhay. And also, gusto nila na lahat ng Pilipino ay magkaroon ng functional literacy wherein ang ibig sabihin is marunong magbasa, magsulat at magbilang ng sapat para magamit nila sa pang-araw-araw na buhay. Legal basis of education. Legal basis of education are embodied in the following laws in the Philippines. So first, the Philippines Constitution of 1987 wherein sinasabi dito na karapatan ng bawat Pilipino ang edukasyon at tungkulin ng gobyerno na bigyan ng quality education ang lahat. Second, Educational Decree 6A, ito ang batas na nagbigay ng direksyon at goals ng education system. Parang guide siya kung ano ang dapat matutunan ng mga students at paano ito ituturo. So, third, Education Act of 1982. Batas ito na nag-ayos ng rights and responsibilities ng schools, teachers, students, and parents. Dito nakalagay kung paano patatakbuhin ang mga paaralan. Number 4, Education Act of 1994, Republic Act 7722. Ito ang batas na gumawa sa CHED or the Commission on Higher Education, meaning ito ang nagbigay ng rules at standards for the colleges at universities sa Philippines. So, last, Republic Act Number 10533, Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013 or the K-12 Law. Ito ang batas na nagdadagdag ng kindergarten at grade 11, grade 12. Layunin nito na mas maging handa ang mga students sa trabaho, college, or negosyo dahil mas kumpleto ang skills and learning na natuturo dito.
Now, let's proceed to the question and answer. For the first question, what is the first stage of cognitive development according to Piaget? A. Pre-operational stage, B. Sensory motor stage, C. Concrete operational stage, or D. Formal operational stage. The correct answer is letter B, sensory motor stage. This is the answer because according to Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development, the sensory stage is the first stage in a child's mental growth. It's typically occur from birth to about 2 years old. Number 2. Which stage is characterized by the use of symbols and language? A. Sensory motor stage, B. Pre-operational stage, C. Concrete operational stage, or D. Formal operational stage. The correct answer is letter B, pre-operational stage. This is because the pre-operational stage, typically age of 2 to 7 years old, is characterized by the emergence of symbol thought, also called the semiotic function. Number 3. During which stage do children develop the ability to think logically about concrete objects? A. Sensory motor stage, B. Operational stage, C. Concrete operational stage, or D. Formal operational stage. The correct answer is letter C, concrete operational stage. The term concrete operational stage, typically 7 to 11 years old, refers to the development of logical thought regarding physical, concrete events or objects that the child can directly manipulate or observe. Number 4. What is the final stage of cognitive development according to Piaget? A. Concrete operational stage, B. Formal operational stage, C. Post-operational stage, or D. Abstract thinking stage. The correct answer is letter B, formal operational stage. Jean Piaget theory outlines four primary stages of cognitive development that children universally process through. The four stages in order we have sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and the last is the formal operational stage. Number 5. At what age range does the sensory motor stage typically occur? A. 0 to 2 years old, B. 2 to 7 years old, C. 7 to 11 years old, or D. 11 years and up? The correct answer is letter A, 0 to 2 years old. The question asked for the stage where a child's understanding of the world is based on coordinating sensory experiences with motor actions. Number 6. Which stage is marked by egocentrism and centration? A. Sensory motor stage. B. Pre-operational stage. C. Concrete operational stage. Or D. Formal operational stage. The correct answer is letter B, pre-operational stage. The questions asked for the characteristic where the child focuses on only one aspect of a situation or object while ignoring all others. The definitions perfectly matches in centration, a core cognitive limitation of the pre-operational stage. Number 7. During the concrete operational stage, children can A. Think abstractly, B. Understand conservation, C. Use hypothetical reasoning, or D. Engage in symbolic play. The correct answer is letter B. Understand conservation. The concrete operational stage, typically from 7 to 11 years old, is the third stage in Piaget theory, and it's defined by the child developing logical thought about concrete objects and events. Number 8. Formal operational thinking is characterized by A. Logical thinking about concrete objects, B. Hypothetical and abstract thinking, C. Egocentric thinking, or D. Sensory-motor exploration. The correct answer is letter B. Hypothetical and abstract thinking. This stage is defined by the development of abstract thinking. This means an individual can think about ideas, concepts, and relationships that are not tied to physical or concrete objects, for example in justice, freedom, or in mathematics. Number 9. At what age range does the preoperational stage typically occur? A. 0 to 2 years old, B. 2 to 7 years old, C. 7 to 11 years old, or D. 11 years and up. The correct answer is letter B, pre-operational stage. Typically, ages 2 to 7 years old is defined by both the development of symbolic thought and several key cognitive limitations, the two most prominent of which are egocentrism and centration. Number 10. Which stage is characterized by the ability to solve problems using logic and reasoning? A. Sensory motor stage, B. Pre-operational stage, C. Concrete operational stage, or D. Both C and formal operational stage. The correct answer is letter D, both C and formal operational stage. The ability to use logic and reasoning begins in the concrete operational stage and continues to develop and mature through the formal operational stage.
During the sensomotor stage, infants learn through A. Symbolic play, B. Language development, C. Active experimentation with the environment, or D. Social interaction. The correct answer for number 11 is letter C. Active experimentation with the environment. What is a key limitation of the pre-operational stage? A. Lack of problem-solving skills. B. Inability to use language. C. Egocentrism and centration. Or D. Lack of social skills. correct answer for number 12 is letter C, egocentrism and centration. At what age range does the concrete operational stage typically occur? A. 0 to 2 years old. B. 2 to 7 years old. C. 7 to 11 years old. Or D. 11 years and up. The correct answer for number 13 is letter C. 7 to 11 years old. Formal operational thinking typically emerges during A. Early childhood. B. Childhood. C. Adolescence. D. Adulthood. The correct answer for number 14 is letter C. Adolescence. Which of the following is a characteristic of the formal operational stage? A. Egocentrism. B. Centration. C. Hypothetical reasoning. D. Sensorimotor exploration. The correct answer for number 15 is letter C. Hypothetical reasoning. Who is the main proponent of social learning theory? A. Lev Vygotsky. B. Albert Bandura. C. Jean Piaget. Or D. B. F. Skinner. The correct answer for number 16 is letter B. Albert Bandura. What is the main idea behind social learning theory? A. Learning occurs through reinforcement and punishment. B. Learning occurs through observation and imitation. C. Learning occurs through social interaction and collaboration. And letter D. Learning occurs through cognitive development and maturation. The correct answer for number 17 is letter B. Learning occurs through observation and imitation. According to social learning theory, what are the four processes involved in observational learning? A. Attention, retention, reproduction, motivation. B. Perception, memory, thinking, problem solving. C. Imitation, reinforcement, punishment, extinction. Or letter D. Conditioning, modeling, socialization, and development. The correct answer for number 18 is letter A. Attention, retention, reproduction, motivation. According to Bandura, what is self-efficacy? A. A person's actual ability to perform a task. B. A person's belief in their ability to perform a task. C. A person's motivation to learn. Or letter D. A person's reinforcement history. The correct answer for number 19 is letter B. A person's belief in their ability to perform a task. What is the main goal of education for all, or EFA? A. To provide education only to the most disadvantaged groups. B. To ensure that every individual has access to quality education. C. To focus solely on primary education. Or letter D. To prioritize education for the most talented students. The answer for number 20 is letter B. To ensure that every individual has access to quality education.